What's up YouTube? Thrift Hunter here with this week's estate sale finds. Bought a whole bunch of stuff this week. I'm gonna run through it really quick because I've got to get listing. Been really busy in the last 2 weeks. Been selling a lot of stuff. I may do a sold video because I sold probably 60 items or something like that in the last 2 weeks. So I've just been going crazy with packing and shipping and all that stuff. Sold probably 80% of the Star Wars stuff. Got all my money plus some. I'm already in profit on that. I've sold probably half the jewelry. I've sold most of the pocket watches and stuff like that. Went really quick. So yeah, some really good sales. Some sales have been kind of slow. It is the middle of summer now, so sales have been kind of like a roller coaster. It's just been sitting, and then everything will sell all at once, or some stuff will sell full price, and then other stuff's been sitting. So whatever. It's part of the business. So doing good though. So I was able to sell a bunch of stuff and get some cash back up so I could go out and buy some more. Last week was 4th of July, so I hope everyone had a happy and safe 4th of July. But there really wasn't any garage sales or estate sales to go to around here. So I went, everywhere this week. I drove probably 300 miles this week at least. Just went everywhere looking for deals. And a lot of the time, all the good stuff was gone in the first minute of the sale. That seemed to be the kind of theme this week is you would go in and the first person in line would just buy all the good stuff and then everything else was gone. But I did manage to, pick out some good high quality items. Again, I've got pretty much everything. I mean, cameos and gold and silver and turquoise and some pens and all kinds of stuff. So I really, have all my bases covered. I've bought a little bit in every category. Just picking out what I like, picking out what I think is good quality. So let's go ahead and get started with what I found. Where do you guys want to start? So I did get some little cameos here. This one was 10 karat gold. So these three were in a little baggie for 24 bucks. And this one here is marked 10 karat. And I will test this chain to see if it's gold. I don't think it is, but so this one's at least my money back, and then get 2 cameos for free. This one's a little bit damaged. You can see it's a little bit split on the back. So not much value in this one, but cameos I always do fine on. Nice little enamel and sterling butterfly pin here. This was 10 bucks, and all day long little sterling enamel butterfly things are the best to sell. The necklace chain is a little bit tangled up, but you'd be surprised. I think this I'll get, I would imagine, probably 40 bucks. I'm hoping. So nice little purchase there. I got a little butterfly wing brooch here. Hopefully you can see that in my lighting. So this one's marked Hoffman, and this was 6 bucks. That's about a $30 piece all day long. And then I got a little Dragon's Breath stick pin. This was $1, so definitely a good deal. This is a stone that you want to look out for. It's called Dragon's Breath. Basically, it's made by pouring gold into glass, and it was done in the, maybe 30s, 40s, and 50s, and then they stopped making it. So really rare stone to find. You see these stick pins, but for $1, it's not a bad deal. I did get a cool little Elgin watch coin, or it's a token with Father Time or whatever right there, and it's just for a watch movement. So it's just certifying that it was tested and keeps time and whatever. So this would come with your pocket watch when you bought it. This is from 1880s, 1890s or something. And this one's in pretty good condition. And it is collectible. I saw a couple of sold for 20 bucks. I just saw this for 10. I knew it was kind of more than I would want to pay for something like this, but I just thought this design on here was really cool, and it's really old, so yeah, I picked that up. Here's a Kennedy 1965 Kennedy hat that's been kind of punched with the face popping out like that. I just thought it was neat. $3. I know that's about, you know, what these go for as far as just silver, but you know, sometimes I've seen a couple of these go for like 20 bucks, but this will probably just go in my coin collection most likely. I think it's neat. So I picked that up. Here's just a little, this is a gold-filled 1/10 10 karat gold-filled little pin for $1. That I'll probably just like end up scrapping or something. A little stick pin. This is I think gold-filled, and it's missing one pearl there, but that was $1. And this was also $1. This is like a really, really old stamped, let's see if it'll focus, Native American stamped sterling ring. And on the inside, which is gonna be pretty much impossible to show you guys, but on the inside there is a inscription on there with like somebody's name, and then I think it's dated 1928 or something like that. So we'll see how we do on this. You never know, sometimes things like that can go for a decent amount of money, but that's a really old piece there. So that was neat. And then here is a book chain, brass book chain, like Y necklace. This is what they call these. It was $3. This is for like a cameo, so you would put your cameo on the end here. These are collected. I thought this would be worth a lot more. If it was gold filled, it's worth like $100, but as brass, these go for like $30. But still, you know, I paid $3, so I have no doubt that this will sell. Somebody's definitely gonna want that for their cameo. Here's an interesting piece that I bought, and it's marked 14 karat on the back, but they told me right away that it's not 14 karat, so you can see it says not 14 karat right there. I tested it, and I'm pretty sure it's silver, but if you look here at this, I bought it just purely because of this stone. So this is like a little jelly opal kind of a stone. I mean, you guys can see it, right? I mean, just the color and everything. I just thought it was a really nice stone. So I was willing to pay the 20 bucks just for that stone. I'm kind of a sucker for opal. It has a little bit of like white opal on this side and then more jelly on the other side. It's kind of a mixture. But yeah, it's got really nice fire to it. I just saw an opal ring that somebody was selling at one of the sales for 750 bucks, and it just had no fire to it. But this one has like a lot of color to it. So I don't know what this is worth or anything like that. I just bought it just because of that stone. I really liked it. I did buy a 1 ounce silver Engelhard bar. I paid $20 for this, just because I like the bars. The bars are a little bit harder to find than the coins, so I ended up picking this up at an estate sale. I know silver price is lower than that, but finding these little silver bars is kind of difficult, so I picked one up. Here is a little I guess door knocker or door plaque or something, or a wall pocket. It's got a little pocket at the top. This one just says Iron Art on the back. This was $3.50. I bought 2 of them for $7. Good little eBay item. I don't know what it'll bring, but the other one I bought is this little lion one. So it's obviously missing some things because it's got a hole here, and then this little thing is missing something on there. I don't know what would go on there, but yeah, $3, $7 for the 2 little door knockers. So I bought those. I just thought they were neat and they were cheap, so picked them up. Little sterling bowl, $15. This weighs 65 grams, so that was worth it just in scrap. This is a sterling spoon. This was 25 cents, so nice little bit of silver there. I'll have, no trouble getting rid of that. Here is a little turquoise cuff bracelet, really nice one. And then it is marked sterling right here. I didn't know at the time if it was sterling or not. They put the price sticker literally right over the mark. Like there's a sticker right here that said $25. Why they did that, I don't know. It was really frustrating, but I just bought it because I was like, I'm pretty sure it's silver. And I got home and tested it, and it was silver. And then I peel off the sticker, and it says sterling right on it. So awesome little piece for $25. I'll take that all day long on the little turquoise cuff bracelets. So there's that. So I did buy a bunch of pens. I'll just go ahead and show you those. We'll get those out of the way. So I spent a lot of money on these pens, kind of as an experiment, and just I went to a sale that had a bunch of these pens that I knew were really expensive, and I drove really far to go check it out this morning. And yeah, I just wanted to buy some, give it a shot. I don't know. I spent a lot of money on them, but I think I'll be just fine. I shouldn't have any issues on there. But I got this one from a different estate sale, but this is a little Parker Vacuumatic in green with the stripe. This is the pencil. Pencils tend to not be worth as much as the fountain pens, but this one's like mint condition with the lead and the case and everything. I just sold a pen and pencil set in brown with the damaged pencil for like $60 or something, and this was 10. So I'll have no problem selling that. Real nice condition and real nice case. But here are the kind of super expensive pens that I bought. I'm not a big fountain pen guy, but I do buy a lot of them. And I'll kind of tell you about these ones. So most of these are Pelikan, or at least a couple of them are. It's Pelikan, I believe. And they're like really expensive pens. And these were priced accordingly, very expensive. So here's the first one that I bought. This one was $200. This one is actually made by Crown, so Krone, Krone or Crown. It's got a little crown emblem, but this is sterling. It's got sterling band here with sterling marks. It's resin, and it has an 18 karat gold nib on it. The camera's not really cooperating with me today, but 18 karat two-tone nib. It's marked Crown, and it's got the little crown emblem on the back. This pen I could not find anywhere. I guess this is kind of like a couture brand or like a fancy brand, I don't know, pen company that does a bunch of limited editions and whatnot. And it's kind of hard to find this stuff. So I believe this is from around 2013, and it's probably a limited edition. You can see the price tag on there, $200, so it wasn't cheap. Their pens go from anywhere from like $100 all the way up to $20,000. So yeah, crazy pen company. This one is actually featured on their website. They have pictures of this kind of all over their website, this exact pen, but I can find no information about it. I can't find any sold records about it, nothing. I can find stuff that's close, but not this exact one. So what I did with these pens is, obviously they're all $200, $300 for used fountain pens. I mean, it's very, very expensive. and I'm not an expert, and a lot of these you can't even look up. So really what I did was I just went with the ones that I liked the most, the ones that I thought were a good color, a good combination, unique, that I would be able to buy and make some money on. So this is one of the ones that I chose, and it's really nice. It's got all these bands of different colors. It's red, you know. So yeah, there's no other ones like this on the market right now. So I'll pretty much just do what I usually do, set a high price and let it sit. Pen like this, if I had to really put a value on it based on just what I've noticed from like my other pens that I've looked up, is probably worth around $350 to $400 is what I would put this at. I'm gonna put a higher price than that on it, just in. Alright, so anyway, my card got full, so I had to switch out some of the card, or delete some stuff off of it. So yeah, so I think this pen is gonna be a decent one. I think it's a good pen. Did spend a lot on it, and you'll see I spent a lot on most of these. So here is another pen. This one was $300, and like I can already hear the YouTube Armchair Warriors telling me that I spent way too much and whatever, but I think I'll do alright on these. So here, this is a Pelikan pen, nice large size one. I really thought this one was neat. This one is called the Mount Everest model. I just thought it was pretty unique with the design on it. And this pen on the secondhand market goes for about $600. This one, you know, obviously has no box and papers. Those ones were pretty much brand new. And this one does have a tiny little scuff on it. So right there, it's got a little scuff, which I didn't see when I bought it, but man, it's not too bad. So yeah, here's another pen. This is the Pelikan brand. It's got 18 karat nib on it, I believe. Yeah, 18 karat fine nib, the F nib. Really nice pens, really expensive. So this one, we'll basically just put 600 best offer on it and see how that goes. Here's one that was cheaper. This was 20 bucks because this little band is kind of coming off. Seems like, I mean, it's been really hot out here in Southern California, so I think maybe this just kind of shrunk or swelled or something's going on with this, but this is a Levenger pen in green marbled. You know, it was only 20 bucks. These aren't as expensive as some of the other pens, but I think it's a nice green swirl thing. So I don't know what the deal is with this little thing, but a little little tiny dab of glue will take care of that. And yeah, I think we'll be okay on that one. Here is another Pelikan pen. This one was $200. Really just love the color. So this one's called the turquoise and white. This one retails at about 500 bucks and sells kind of secondhand market at around 400. So we'll put probably about 400 best offer on this one. Nice pen there. Here is another Pelikan pen. This is red marbled. And this one was 200 bucks. This one goes for about 350 bucks, 350, 400 bucks. So we'll put that up as best offer as well. And then this one was a really nice one. This one's another Pelikan. This one's called the Blue Ocean. This one's called Ruby Red, and then this one's called the Blue Ocean. And that's, you know, one of the reasons why I liked it is because it just, the color on it's really awesome, and it's kind of clear-ish, see-through-ish. This one retails or on the secondhand market at about $600. So we'll probably put about 600 best offer on that one. And then I bought this, which was probably the worst purchase of all of them. This one was 40 bucks. This is it's called Dayacom. I think Dayacom. It's kind of like a wooden combination thing, and it's got this little black mark on it right there, and I don't know if that's from just the wood grain or if that's a defect or burn mark or something. but this pen is not worth very much, even though it is pretty nice, I think. But so there's the pens. I mean, if you add it up, we'll put like 600, 600, maybe 60, 400, 400, and 600. So I mean, that's about 2,000. And we'll put best offer on that. Eventually, I'll gradually sell some of these. So I hope to make a decent profit. We'll see. This is very much like an experiment to see how the market is for these high-end pens. There's not very many completeds, and they are very hard to find. No box and papers, which really sucks, but will they still sell for good prices without the box and papers? I don't know. Definitely another kind of learning experience one. Very expensive learning experience, but I feel very good about it. I'm not worried. I mean, these pens are super, super nice. So I think I got okay prices on it. They had tons of these, by the way. They had probably 40 different pens, all priced at $200, $300. And then they had a couple of really, really nice ones that I wanted to buy, but they were $600 and $800, which is just out of my price range. And they had one for $1,500, which I knew was actually not worth $1,500. It was worth about $1,200 or $1,000. It's a nice pen, limited edition, all that stuff, but it just really wasn't worth what they were asking. But they had a ton of these, like this style of pen of the Pelikan, kind of a standard. They had like blue, green, and some other ones. They had some cross pens that were kind of whatever, some Parker pens that were whatever. Nothing crazy, but a bunch of Pelikans, bunch of different Pelikans for $200, $300 a piece. And I picked out the ones I liked the most. This blue one, this red one, this turquoise and white, and then this Mount Everest one were my favorite ones. And then I really liked this, how this one looked, so I picked that one up. So that's really all I did, was just pick the ones I liked. Took a shot at it. We'll see how we do. Okay, so let's keep moving along here. Couple more things to go, and then we'll wrap it up. Here's a piece that I bought. This is a pipe. Don't usually buy pipes too often. Haven't done very well on them. Occasionally I do, but this one's brand new. So this was $10, and it is unsmoked, so there's no weird smell or anything like that on it. Nice little K-Woody pipe with the box for $10 for sure. I'm gonna pick that up. This should be about $40. It's got a pouch and paperwork and all that stuff. Anytime I have box, like new stuff, it always sells. So definitely a good little pickup there. Easy to ship. Here's a cool little neat piece. I forget what these are. I think this is like plastic or something. I just like the colors of it. I think I'll be able to sell it. This was $1 or $2 or something like that. It's got the nice little like kind of inlay design looking thing there. Nice color, cool little necklace that I think will sell. So that was neat. I bought a knife at one sale. Just thought it was a good price, so it was $15, and it's a big knife. It's got absolutely no markings on it, but it does have like an aluminum handle, which makes it kind of lightweight, and it's a big size knife with this old wrap on here. I think it's a Mexican style knife, just based off of this sheath. There's like a little on the button, kind of a little sun thing there. Yeah, it does have like a little bit of point wear, and it looks like it's been sharpened and stuff. But a nice knife. I could definitely see someone using this just for like kind of everyday work or whatever. Just a nice little woodsy knife or whatever. $15, you know, I'll probably, same thing, I'll put like $40 on it. I've been doing really well in that kind of $40 to $50 range. It seems to be like a really good spot for me, because it's just the right amount to where it's not like $100 items take a little bit longer to sell, but something in like the $40 range is like very easy to sell, just because it's the right amount, especially when eBay runs like the discount coupons and stuff, like get $5 off or $10 off or whatever. Those like $30-$40 items just sell really quickly. So yeah, real nice knife. I like it for 15 bucks. We'll do this piece. So I bought this paperweight. This was 25 bucks at a sale. It's a nice little kind of, I guess they call these prism type cut designs with the bubbles inside there. This one, I'm hoping is something good. So I'm going to try and really show you guys, because maybe you guys can help me out on here. But so there's the signature on the bottom here. And this is what I'm hoping is that this is Steuben. So maybe it's a stretch, and maybe I'm just seeing things or something. But it looks like S, and then you can see a little bit of T, and then U, but you can't see any part of a B, and then EN. It looks very, very similar to a Steuben mark. And when I bought it, that's what I thought it was. I can't think of any other name that it would be. Could be SIN something, Psalm or something, I don't know. But I think it could be Steuben. It looks very, very, very similar to a Steuben mark, but that mark is just really kind of worn down. So I don't know. What I'll probably do with this is I'll post pictures on the eBay forum and see what they think of it. Maybe I'll get a response. If this is Steuben, it's worth like an estimate like 300 to 500 bucks. If it's Steuben, so we're gonna see what happens. I don't really know. That mark is just, it's so faint, but I've seen Steuben marks like that before in the past, where it was just kind of worn down or scratched out or something. And this looks very, very similar to some stuff that they've made. And just going off of the feeling of what I feel like, it has the right presence to it, which is something you kind of feel with pieces when you've been doing this a long time. Is it has the right quality look to it and the right feel. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that mark. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe there's another designer that this would go to. But any searches I did was all coming up with Steuben stuff. So yeah, I'm hoping that this is a Steuben piece. It'll be worth a decent amount of money. It's dirty too right now. I need to clean it up, but man, I really like it. And either way, even if it's not, for 25 bucks, it's at least a $50-$60 paperweight just with no name to it. But I'm really hoping that's a Steuben. That would be really nice. So there's that piece. Here's a piece that I bought that is probably one of my favorite pieces that I bought this week, honestly. So this is this was 35 bucks, and it's not silver. So if you look at the kind of the coloring of it, it's really got that nickel silver kind of look. If you guys buy a bunch of stuff, you'll kind of know what nickel silver looks like. It's kind of like a yellowish silver. But this piece, so I'm pretty sure this is jade. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure this is jade, and it looks like a pretty good quality of jade stone. It's not the best quality because it's not transparent or anything. It's very opaque, but see how it's kind of matched stones. And so this is a piece that is a really good learning piece for people. So I bought this knowing that it's not silver. You know, I was hoping it would be silver. It'd be worth a lot of money if it was. But really what I looked at was the detail. So this is a very, very nice designed piece. I really, really like the design on this. So you've got these little frogs here, and there's like this orange paint on here that does come off. It just flakes off. So I may try and I'm definitely going to try and clean this up a little bit with just like some soap and water. But these little frogs at one point had some enamel on there. So there's like a little bit of remnants of some kind of an enamel that was on those. So there's that. Disregarding the stones. Like, I'm not saying that these are really expensive jade pieces, but they could be. but I don't really think so. But so there's those frogs, there's this wire wrapping, there's this nice chain mesh link, there's this nice clasp, right? So if it'll focus, this has like these little bats, it looks like, on it, on the clasp, and I'll show you how this looks. So it snaps together really nice. It's a fancy clasp, fancy design, nice big stones, good color, and another piece that they had the freaking sticker over the mark. I was like, man, I wish this thing was marked. I bought this not knowing that there was any marks on it. Just bought it as is, and they put the sticker right over the mark. It's like, I don't know what's up with estate sales, and why would you cover the mark? But so obviously this has some Chinese characters on it, and I'm gonna try and get the best shot I can of that. So if anyone knows what this says in Chinese, I've had some Chinese subscribers give me some information about Chinese pieces before, and it's worn, so I understand if you can't really read it. I'm sure it's gonna be difficult. Yeah, so I don't know, but it's marked, so either way, that's a good thing. Yeah, I don't know what to price this at or what kind of value this has. Being like nickel, silver, and whatever, I would imagine it's not a very expensive piece. But man, does it have some nice design. So yeah, long little rant about that piece, but I really like it. I'm gonna have a hard time letting this go for like less than $200. I would think, and if it was silver, it would be worth like $500 or $600, and it may still be worth that. I don't know, but I really like these stones on here are really nice, and the design was just really nice. So nice piece to look out for. Not even knowing what the mark is, I don't care. Here's a little, sterling Norway, just little bow. It's got an H and a circle mark, which might be Hans Hansen or something like that. I'll look up the mark later. But good condition. That was $10. Probably a $30 to $40 piece. Maybe. We'll see. But a nice piece there. And then this piece was a nice score. So this I bought with the pens. I bought this at the pen sale. For $35. So this one is George Jensen, sterling, Denmark. Really nice little flower brooch. George Jensen, obviously very collectible. This is an all day long thing. Love buying this kind of stuff at estate sales. This is the type of stuff you need to look for, because this is the stuff that you can buy. $35 on any other designer pretty much would not be worth it. So they priced it really high, but not knowing what it is, being George Jensen. I'll put 200, maybe 250 on this. Very, very nice and very expensive. At least 100. I mean, it's a minimum 100, but I think I looked up some completeds, and ones like this with the stones were going for about 200, 225. So really old, nice patina on it, really even coloration there. So yeah, there's the George Jensen piece. And then before I get to the last of the jewelry boxes, I'm going to show you this piece that I bought, and hopefully I can get it in frame here. But this is a Roseville. It's heavy. Roseville Carnelian 2, 1915, and it's got a little mark on there. I think it's an R or 73 or something, and it's got the little crayon marking of the model design. So this is an old Roseville drip vase, and it was $75. There, maybe you can see the color a little bit better. But this is a twin handle vase. And I just looked it up online, and when I was at the sale, and they seem to go for about $200 to $300. And this one is in just mint condition, and really great color. It's 9 inches by 9 inches, so it's a little bit bigger than some of the other ones that have sold online. I only saw one that was kind of like this, went for $300. So not a big fan of buying pottery. This is gonna be a pain in the butt. I mean, it's gonna cost at least $30 to ship. But this is one that I'm very happy with sitting on, putting a high price on it with shipping. I'm not gonna, you know, mess around and take some low offer on this or something, just because it's just perfect as far as condition goes. And yeah, so for $75, I could not leave this behind. I hate buying pottery, but it's Roseville, it's large, good color, it's old, it's got all the things we want in our pottery. So yeah, $75 for that, I think all day long is a good deal. It's not going to be an easy seller, it's not going to be a quick seller, but hopefully it will sell for a good price. Okay, so last couple of things is just some gold earrings that I bought. Let me open these up. I bought, you know, 6 pairs of earrings from one guy. This sale was insane. There was like 30 people at the jewelry table. I mean, it was like 4 deep. Everyone was pushing, shoving. I mean, the whole deal. Because they had probably 100 of these boxes of different gold earrings. These are the ones that I picked out. Mostly the cheaper ones. So some little, you know, Persian turquoise or whatever gem turquoise stones. Really nice blue ones for $25. These are 14 karat. I do very well on little stud earrings. People love, I mean, buying these as gifts or to wear or whatever. So for $25, I'll put like 50 or best offer on it, and eventually those will sell. Easy, you know, super easy to ship, all that kind of thing. Really nice 14 karat ones. These ones were the best ones I think that I bought. He did give me a little bit of a deal on these ones. I was like, I really want to buy these, but I'm gonna need a deal on them. Hopefully that'll focus back up. Just give it a second. Look at this bugging out. There you go. So I got these for $215, which is, you know, a little bit more than I like to pay. 9.5 grams. But these are Ming's. Sorry if the camera focusing. Look at it bugging out. Anyway, these are Ming's Hawaii. So these are from Honolulu, and it's a designer brand. So these are Ming's 14 karat with pierced ears, and the earring backs there with amethyst. Some of the best amethysts I've ever seen, honestly. Very gem crystal amethyst as far as amethyst goes. So the closest I can find to this style is priced at about $800. $600 to $800 is like maybe the cheapest I could find of anything like this. So I'll probably, same thing, I'll put like $600 best offer and let them sit. Really nice earrings there. These ones are 10 karat, and it's got like those kind of watermelon tourmaline or something like that they call these. Oh man, the camera's not working with me today. But yeah, so those are little 10 karat with little tiny miniature diamonds. This one was also, I think, $25. I'm not gonna pull the tag out, but here is more amethyst ones. These were $45. Nice little amethyst earrings with little heart cutouts on the side. These didn't have earring backs, which was kind of annoying. A lot of these earrings didn't come with earring backs. Some of them did. But $45 for those ones. Put like 100 on those and best offer and let them sit. Some angel skin coral studs. Really nice little studs. 35 bucks. These again like 100. And then I got these. These are blue topaz. 55 bucks. These were maybe a little bit overpriced just because they didn't have earring backs again, which was annoying. I was supposed to buy little round ones, oval ones as well for 45, but they just, I don't know, forgot them, or I don't know. They were so busy, and so there's so many people yelling and screaming at them that like they were just getting confused. They didn't charge me extra or anything like that, so but 55 bucks, nice earrings. So that is it for this week. I'll get busy listing all this stuff. A lot of people comment and they're like, oh, you know, it's gonna take you forever to list all that stuff. Honestly, I'll have all this stuff listed in probably 2 days. It really doesn't take that long to list everything. It's more of getting stuff sold and packing it and shipping it that takes a long time. But as far as listing this stuff, it's pretty easy. You snap a couple pictures, or write a quick description and put them up, best offer, put a high price on them. And yeah, so we'll get moving through this stuff. I'll be busy for, you know, this week, and then hopefully we'll get back out there and find some more. If you want to see a sold video, you know, let me know in the comments. I can make one. If you guys like the last sold video, I've got a bunch of stuff that's sold. Nothing like crazy, but a lot of times people are like, well, how much did you get for that, or whatever. So I've got a ton of sales. I can show you guys if you want. And then I bought all this jewelry, a bunch of pens. So I spent in total about $2,000, which is a lot of money. But like I said, I sold a ton of stuff over the last week when there was no sales. So I probably got about $2,000 in sales from that stuff. So it's not really like that I'm doing too bad as far as my financing and budgeting goes. So we'll get some of this sold. I'm sure some of it will sell just like usual. Some of it will sell fast and some of it will sell slow. Cool with that. Cool with building my inventory. Please, guys, subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and, you know, leave me a comment. I'm at 6,500 or so subscribers. Really awesome. Could really use some support on this video. Hopefully it will do well, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.